Hey there, so welcome to another video, and in this video we are gonna cover up the remaining things. Okay, so there is a lot is remaining, and yep, as much we do, that is not less for our project. Okay, so by moving ahead, we have to implement some services like controllers, and there is a lot to do with it. So firstly, I think we did create jobs, then get jobs and update jobs. But we didn't find by ID. We didn't implement it right. So we have to implement it also by using path variables. And so let's start working on, and we'll see whatever problem we'll get. We'll by moving further, we'll resolve that problems. Okay. So I wish you are enjoying this tutorial, and let's start implementing some new things. Okay, so we have to implement get jobs by ID, and how are we gonna do this? So let's see. Okay, so after this, let's type here. That job should be a small letter, but we took it capital. We'll change it after because it's supposed not to be capital letter. Okay, get we get here all the jobs. Okay, so this time we have to get job by its ID. Okay, so get job by ID. Okay, we'll get job by ID and long ID. So we can take here a return type like long or like lists, but I think we should use here option. Let's do something crazy. We are always using the same, right? Option of jobs. So there is already the method is there is a method already in GPA repository. So we have to just call it and pass here our ID, and then automatically it will do its work. Let's simply import it also. Yeah, optional. Yeah, it is optional, not option. Sorry for it. And as soon we'll get, so we'll just return job option optional, and then dot or else will return null, right? If there is no job. So that's it for it. It will find the job. So it is remaining, will comment it remaining. Okay. So it is remaining to implement in controller. Okay. And we have did delete job by its ID, and then delete all jobs it is remaining. So we have to implement delete all jobs. Assume that if there are so many jobs and like we can't access the database, so we can simply by calling this method it can simply delete all jobs at a time in fraction of second, right? So let's implement it just like this, but here we added void which returns something, but we this time we are returning boolean. Okay, public boolean delete all jobs and then simply, so here we are gonna use try catch blocks, and here also everywhere in service layer we are gonna use try catch blocks, because without try catch blocks the try catch handles so many things. So yeah, we'll implement it also, but this time just let's implement in this only. Okay, I know that this program is going in another way, but gradually and steadily we are implementing so many things. Okay, so just look at it and see whatever happening, what is happening right now. Okay, so delete all. There is a method already in a repository, so we don't need to do anything. Okay, and it will delete all the jobs from repository, and if that got deleted, so we'll simply return true. Okay, true. And if not, so here we'll return false. Simple. And I don't know the remaining spelling is right, but yeah. So we are gonna use after some time we are implementing the methods by like runtime exception or like some exception by we'll make it. Okay, I don't know how to express it, but we'll make it. So just stay with me. So it's time to implement those methods into controller layer, right? So and we have done our job in job repository, so there is nothing remaining. But the controller layer is remaining. So let's go into controller layer. Where is it? Yeah. So here we haven't added the response entity. Okay. But after this, we will add a response entity in it also. Maybe in next video. I haven't made it script. I am just doing the project stuff and just trying to implement everything. So let's implement the what was the remaining part. Yeah, remaining is get job by its ID. So we have to implement it by its ID. Let's do it. Let's do it. Public. What is the return type? Get job. Public job. Job. Get by ID. Get by ID, and then we'll pass here. So let's just implement it. Okay. So the return type is get all jobs, and then we'll pass in the path variables into it. So let's do that. Get by ID, and then we'll add here path variables. We'll get that ID, particular ID by path variables. Okay, ID. And instead, by doing this, we can simply just simply long ID. We can just take that ID from path variable by just long. Okay, and so it's time to call the service layer, right? So job, job of job. What is happening to my typing speed? This dot. So in job service, we have implemented it as get by ID, but get by ID is the here also, and where's get job by ID? Get job by ID, and then we'll pass simply ID here, and then if the job is equal to null, so we'll simply return. We don't need to return anything here. It will just do its work. But yeah, assume that if it no, we don't need to implement this. We'll simply call it, and let's make here a string because let's make here a string, or let's return jobs. Yeah, that is remaining job. The job is remaining. So we'll simply return the jobs where we got from ID. We'll return here. So we have returned the job also. And another thing was, what was that? Yeah, delete all jobs. So we have to just simply call that method. There is nothing to do with so much, like there is nothing to do with it. Okay. And here we need to add at the rate get mapping. And in this get mapping, we'll simply add some like get by, like here we get, and then get by ID. So get slash ID. Yeah, just like that. That is not that hard. And it's time to implement delete mapping for all jobs. Okay. So don't try. Sometimes, like you will mistakenly delete all the jobs. So just make sure that which mapping you are using in Postman. Okay, just don't do it. And we have to implement it anyway. Okay, so delete mapping, and in delete mapping, we'll simply add here an URL which is jobs. What is here? Add, update, and delete. So we'll add delete. Okay. So if we have added delete here, so it will delete all the jobs. Delete slash job. Okay. Delete slash jobs. Okay. Yeah. So let's implement it also. Public, and what is the return type here? Boolean. So we'll take. Yep. Here also we are gonna return as Boolean. Okay, because we are just if it is deleted, so return true, otherwise false. Simply it is very simple. And delete, simple, the method's name is delete all. And here we don't need to add anything, pass any parameters. It will work just like that. So if service dot delete all jobs, So if it is true, so then we'll just return response entity dot okay. I don't think so. We should implement here response entity because we haven't implemented and you will not understand what is response entity. So we'll simply do here service return service dot delete all jobs and then simply enter. So we have implemented everything and it's time to check it. Okay. So let's check it. So let's open PostgreSQL and the Postman as well. It takes so much time because it is very huge software to open. And so let's do some stuff in Postman. And here, let's run this project first. So it is up and running, and it's time to check those all methods we have implemented. So first was getJobById. So in here, our Postman has opened, and let's see because it has been 4 days and I haven't seen that database. So let me see which database it was. Yeah, it is the database schemas and then tables. And in this table, we'll see that how many entries we have. So we have two entries. Okay. So first, get all the jobs and then, okay, first let's all get all the jobs. Bro, and this is also remaining. So slash job slash get slash jobs job only. Okay, we have got our slash job, so let's copy it because we are going to use it. So let's check that it is working or not. The get job by ID. Okay, so job slash get by ID. Job slash get by we want to get this two number ID. So we'll simply enter here two and then send. So simply we got here two, only two. Okay. Here is nothing another all. Okay. So we finally we got our response and it's time to check the crazy and the harmful for our project because it is so much harmful. You will not understand that how much harmful it is. It can delete your all the database and if the database contains so much things, so that could harm. So just always make it commented because that should this permission should only have the admin only have this permission. Okay, so otherwise comment it. Okay, so it's time to check it also like delete slash job job slash delete slash jobs. Okay, job slash delete slash jobs. Okay, let's send and here delete mapping and it will simply return here false and then delete all. Yeah, yes, return here true. Sorry for it. So return true. That means our all jobs has been deleted. If you want to see, so let's run the query and simply yeah. So we have simply achieved so many things into it, and it's time to enhance this project. Okay, so by enhancing means like we have to add here try catch blocks and in here we have to add response entity so that response will gradually okay like here let me show you that how while we are getting the jobs. So look here, the response is coming okay, but the array is showing null. Okay, so that means we have to implement the response entity so that when user will send the request on server, so if job exists, so then it will show the jobs, and if there is some problem, so it will show for pre-run. That means something is missing or something failed in or like can't connect to server. Just like that, that is not that hard. But so this was for only this video and we'll enhance this service and controller as well in next video. So till then, stay curious and keep practicing and thank you for watching video. Bye bye, take care.